12 best cities to visit in the USA. The US is full of diverse sets of people, cultures, and landscape. For this reason, it is possible to experience so much varieties when visiting cities across the country. There is so much variety, so where do you ever begin? We can help with that. Number 1. Boston. Boston is the largest city in New England and one of the oldest in the US. When given the age of the cities, it has a lot of really cool old buildings from the 17th century and onward, and some cobblestone streets to match. Many of the literary greats that you learned about in school or around the cities, giving the nickname as the intellectuals' capitals of US. There is also great emphasis on arts and music throughout the cities as well. Number 2. New York. New York has an energy that you can't find anywhere else in the world. There's a reason why it is being called as the city that never sleeps. You can find something to do at any time of the day, 24 hours, and the pace never slows. It is the most populous city in the US and likely the most diverse ethnic groups as well. The city has been denoted by some as the cultural capital of the world due to the emphasis you will find on the performing arts, music, and cuisine. Number 3. Philadelphia. Philadelphia has held on to a lot of its colonial charm, give it a feel more similar to the New England than others in the Mid-Atlantic. This city is full of history, as there are many of these listed here, most due to its role as the original capital of the US and the site where the declarations of the independence were signed. The city has 67 historic landmarks and one UNESCO World Heritage Site, just for reference. The city is also home to the iconic steps from the Rocky, which you can run up and down too if you desire. Number 4. Washington, D.C. This is the city that I can call home, and I love it. Despite being best known for its political scenes, the city is so much more than that. Full of great and sometimes free museums, parks, and restaurants, the city is warm full of heart. Although it's the biggest city, the lower skyline keeps having a smaller towns like New York or Boston, for example. The city is home to a diverse population, like many urban areas on the East Coast. Unlike many of these other cities, however, there really is no distinct accent here or specific food identified with the cities. It is really just a wonderful mix of everything. Number 5. Chicago. Chicago is a beautiful city which has a distinct look due to its positioning by the Lake Michigan and around the Chicago River. Chicago is known for its massive skyscrapers, brutal wheelchair in winter, and deep dish pizzas. Chicago is a hugely popular tourist destination, and it is the second most visited city in the US after New York. Number 6. Orlando. Orlando, known as the City Beautiful, is probably best known as pretty much as the mecca for theme parks in the United States. With its very mild winters, it is great for a visit at any time of the year. In addition to theme parks, you'll find good outlet shopping and industrial and high-tech centers. Number 7. Miami. When you think of Miami, you likely think of hot weather, white sand, clear waters, parties, and Latin-influenced culture. Miami offers all of this, plus a great food and beautiful views. Miami has the third tallest skyline in the US, and it is the major center for finance, cultures, commerce, and media or entertainment. Number 8. New Orleans. New Orleans is a great place to experience a very difficult cultures than the rest of the US. It is actually pretty similar to Miami in this aspect. You can really feel how the cities were impacted by its French and Spanish settlers, and the African slaves who were able to keep more of these cultures than others due to its different slave laws there. Most iconic is the French quarters with the beautiful balconies, colorful buildings, and all the wonderful food. Number 9. Dallas. Dallas is known for being the center of the art scenes for North Texas. There are many art museums around the city, including the Dallas Museum of Art and Nature's Sculpture City. It is also known for its wide varieties of high-quality restaurants. Dallas residents eat out 4 times a week on average, which is only less than Houston and Austin within the state. Number 10. Houston. Despite being part of the Southwest, Houston features one of the most diverse city populations in the country. There's over 90 different languages spoken here. Houston has a lively music culture and a thriving theater scene. Houston is a huge city, both in size and population and spread. The sprawl is real here. In fact, the land area for Greater Houston is similar to that of the state of Massachusetts. Number 11. Denver. Denver is the largest city in Colorado, and it is noted for the beautiful mountains that surround the city. Denver has an attractive music scene and is known for being very active outdoorsy city. Denver has 300 days of sunshine in the year, making it the great destination to visit all the time. Number 12. San Francisco. San Francisco is probably now best known for its proximity to Silicon Valley and the boom that has had on the tech industry there, and the resulting increase in the area cost of living. San Francisco does feature some of the weirdest weather in the US with its cold summers, hot fall, but it is a really interesting place to visit. So that concludes our list for the best cities to visit in US. We hope that you have a good idea for which ones are worth to visit. There's of course many more, and we will keep adding to this list. So if you have a favorite city that we haven't included on this list yet, let me know about this in the comments below. So please like and subscribe to the channel to update the latest travel information about tourist destinations in the world.